I think it's working now. I think it's working. Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Oh, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Hello. I'm working on the captions, but the captions aren't quite working. I'm a little bit confused about it, but sure. It's gotta be this. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay. Right? Okay, captions aren't working right now. Maybe it'll work in a bit. But for now, hello everyone! Hello everyone! My name is Regis Altare of HoloSTARS English, leader of the Tempus Guild and Hero Slime. What's up everyone? We're in a very vertical, I suppose, very vertical stream today. Who's watching from their phones today? Who's watching from their phones? Who's watching from their phones? Say ah. Wait, that's not what you do. Also, wow, looks like I got the wrong model. Oopsies, this one doesn't have physics. Aigo, that's okay, that's okay. It's okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. Let me just do something real quick. I think it should be fine, to be honest. Whatever, this isn't gonna work, but that's fine. My hair's not gonna work, but that's fine. We'll just have to deal with it. Hello everyone! It's so funny seeing you fit my entire phone screen. Well, I gotta stop using the wrong keyboard. I spent the last what time is it? The last 6 hours working on making the stream a little bit better for you. I was actually hanging out with Flayon for about 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, because he was just spending some time with me. We were just hanging out, chatting. He's had a lot of passion with 3D as well. So, you know, I was teaching him some stuff. He was giving me some cool ideas. But over that time, I got this background for us, which I think that you guys would really like considering today's topic, which is the D&D HoloMarches. But while I did that, while I got this whole entire background ready and everything, I got something else working. And although I still need to use my keyboard, I'm working on getting it so I can just do it mobily. But check out this area, this dungeon that we're currently in. Isn't this insane? Look how huge this place is. It's massive. This place is awesome. It's huge. It's huge. Isn't that crazy? Let me move this forward a little bit so I don't show you the insides of my head. There you go. You're tiny. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, huh? 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 I figured that having a couple extra camera angles would make the stream a little bit more dynamic, I feel, except if I move away from the frame. We're still working on it. We're still working on it, but I find it very fun that I'm able to learn these kind of things. It's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of frustrating nights and things not working as soon as I need to start stream. But to be honest, it's fun to learn. And I think having cool backgrounds that we can just hang out in, amazing stuff. This is pretty awesome. And when I moved to my new studio, in about 5 months' time, I believe that it'll be a longer area, but not quite as wide. So I could probably do like a 100-meter dash. Not really. It's about like 23 feet, something like that, but Dippin! Thank you for the Akasupa! How do I do this? Hold on. How do I make a D? I'll make a lowercase. D I P P Y. Sorry about the fan in the background. I turned on noise suppression so my voice might sound a little bit more nasally, but that was a B. You've got a point. I don't really know my letters, to be honest. So that's pretty fair. Hi, Pippi. But thank you so much for the Akasupa. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Akasupas like that. Honestly, any super chat, no matter what size, it all adds up. And, you know, it makes it so that we can do stuff like this, where I can, you know, rent an entire dungeon. It's pretty awesome. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are making my dream come true, so. The background looks like a Demon Lord castle. You know, I was looking at assets on the Unity store, and oops, I gotta stay in frame. I saw this one, and although this one wasn't free, right? I did have to pay 21 bucks for it. It's pretty good for 21 bucks, right? It's pretty amazing for 21 bucks. And guess what? The license shows that I can use it. So it's licensed. We're perfectly fine legally. It wasn't that expensive. It was on sale. I think I saved almost $60. Whoa. What are you doing, hips? I got too close to my standing desk. My bad. But most of the things that I build, or my environments and stuff, I do pay for. Quite often the free assets aren't quite enough, and quite honestly, sometimes I need to pay for it in order to use it. And I find that very fair, because they spend a lot of time making those assets. They spend a lot of time making it convenient for people who want to use those assets. So, yeah, can you throw it back? I got you, Jax. I got you. Thank you for subscribing. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Would you use fan assets? Absolutely. Absolutely. As long as they're assets that can be used in Unity, I would love to. I saw a while ago that somebody made assets for all the fan mascots. I haven't gotten around to testing around with it because I've been trying to make my streams more, at least my 3D streams, more... I'm trying to advance the technology with it. For example, my next project, outside of the camera, is going to be getting better finger tracking. I was gonna do that this morning, but I ran out of time. So, sorry. Max! Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, thank you! Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Tekoji, welcome back for 15 months. Enjoying my silly blue man on the screen. Where? I don't see him. Where is he? Silly blue man. Doko. Doko. Where is he? I don't really quite know what you're talking about, but maybe we'll see him later. Who knows? thought you were kabutoning. Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me. You almost got me. But thank you so much for the gifted memberships, and welcome back. Is this in VR chat? Nope. Not VR chat. Do you think VR chat can do... That's a good thing I can do. Do you think VR chat can do this? Do you need one of those clicky remotes? I was thinking, a while ago, I was thinking about getting a wireless keypad that I can just put on my arm or something. But I never went around and did it because I kind of forgot to buy one. But now I know it's feasible. So perhaps that's a thing for next time. I learned how to do some C# scripts so that I'm able to change cameras, do all sorts of things. I was trying to do a camera that follows me around, but I just couldn't get the camera angle correctly. Like, it would follow me left and right, but then when I turned, it would also turn with me, and I didn't want that. So I tried fixing it a little bit more, where it would lock the camera angle, but then it kind of just turned into like a whole, like, revolving around the sun, which is me. It didn't really work out, so that's okay. Whoa. Hi, Flan. I love you, bro. Thank you for spending time with me. Honestly, I've known Flay for so long. And there's a lot of things I look up to him for. So, thank you, Flan, for spending your time with me. I know that we spent pretty much the early morning together. We didn't really sleep. I'm sure you got a little bit of sleep. But, thanks for spending time with me, buddy. I love you, bro. Can you hit the gritty? Oh, baby, watch this. You ready? Oh, you almost got me. Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me. You almost got me. What, a gritty for free? What, a gritty for free? Ain't no way. You almost got me. Yukarin, thank you for 7 months. Welcome back. And Naya, thank you for the 5 kidnappings. Thank you. Oh, recruitment to the culture club. Not a cult. Recruitments to the culture club. Sorry, my friends. I don't gritty for free. You know. For your morning breakfast, you gotta get a McGritty. But today, I wanted to talk about a couple things. So if we can go over the list of all the things that I'd like to talk about today. Number 1, I want to talk about the HoloMarches session that happened last night. If you didn't catch it already, my friend Crimson Ruse of HoloStars English, on his YouTube channel, me, Shinri, and Axel, unfortunately Octavia couldn't make it, we all had a small little D&D session for about 4 hours, I suppose. 4 hours. And quite honestly, it was a lot of fun. So I'd like to talk about that a little bit. But not only that, we recently played a game called Mouthwashing. And now that pretty much everybody in HoloStars has played it, and oops, sorry, I got out of frame. Now that most everybody in HoloStars has finished the game, I do want to talk about a little bit of mouthwashing. Other things, I want to talk about The Amazing Digital Circus, episodes 2 and 3, because I recently watched those. I watched the pilot a long time ago, but that was a long time ago. So I finally got around to watching episode 2 and 3. I have a lot of notes on it. I'm sorry if it's going to be spoilers, but I kind of did tell you guys I was going to talk about it now, so sorry. Other than that, I think those are the 3 main topics I would like to hit today. We have about 2 out. We have about 2 hours. Gosh, I keep going out of frame. Apologize. We have about 2 hours to be talking about random stuff. Hopefully I don't get too sidetracked and stuff. But if you guys want to just hang out, have me on your phone, maybe put me on the desk, maybe put me on your phone stand, whatever you have. Maybe even if you just have me on while you're driving, just have it on audio, no video. No video. That's kind of why I started streaming a little bit earlier in the mornings. I figured, right? 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that used to be my morning slot. And then I moved it back 1 hour earlier from now on. I thought to myself, 9 a.m., perfect time. Not too early, not too late. And then I kind of realized people are normally at work at 9 a.m. I should probably stream a little bit earlier so you can watch me while you go to work or before you go to work. I'm not the smartest, but... Jelly Beans, thank you for the 25 months of royalty! Have a good chatting stream. Always enjoy putting you on background to listen while working. Best of luck with working. Thank you so much and welcome back to the royalty. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you so much for all the support, Jelly Beans. You've been always so kind to me, so thank you. I hope to make you proud in the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you guys like this time? Or is it a little bit too inconvenient? I was thinking about switching schedules for my nighttime too, since everybody's streaming at the same time. But we'll figure that out. I'm not too sure. This time is good for ID. Ah, excellent, awesome. I love Indonesia. I technically skipped school for this. All right, what's 9 plus 10? What's 9 plus 10? You stupid. No one really starts at your time slot? Listen. I go to the calendar. The calendar's all blue. It's all blue. I don't see a hint of orange. I don't see a hint of green. I don't see a hint of any other color. It's just me and Octavia. We're the only people that use the schedule. And then when we stream at night, when I start stream, oh my God, there's 4 people streaming, 5 people streaming at the same time. I get that I've had that stream time for ever since I debuted, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided, so it'll be a bit before I decide, but I just know that I'm thinking about it, okay? I'm UK, so a couple of, oh, I missed that. I'm UK, so a couple of y'all are good for me, but a lot of you are rough. Yeah, yeah. I do realize that the European audience is quite neglected when it comes to stream times. I was thinking 1 p.m., but I'm still not sure. You're watching me at 3 a.m.? Good time to walk. Yes, I am. Regis Altare streaming. I'm sorry. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Real quick, before we start talking about D&D, Remorium, thank you for the 16 months. I meant they start earlier or later than 7 p.m. It's no worries. It's okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Details, Smeetails. Smeetails. I wonder what that tastes like. I'm just glad we're having a productive conversation, so don't worry about it, okay? I'd get kidnapped by a bear if I walk at 3 a.m. Yuma, have you thought about it? What if you kidnap the bear? I'm just saying. Have you ever thought about that? I don't think you have. I cannot condone kidnapping bears. But, you know, I don't think that's a very good idea. Sorry, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love hanging out with you guys. I want to make you guys smile, even if it makes me kind of cringe in your eyes. But this is unbearable, Sir James! Oops, I shouldn't have that. All right, let me pull up my notes that I took for HoloMarches real quick. Okay. Raise your hand if you watched HoloMarches last night. Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the air. Raise your hand in the air. Small, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Oh. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just gonna double check something real quick. Okay, I got it right. Terima makasih. Terima makasih, I think. Is that correct? I got most of the beginner spoilers are fine. Okay, gotcha. Just to, I will, how about this? I will go ahead and summarize what happened during the D&D session. Here's how it goes, right? First of all, my character, my D&D character was, Regis, why are you so cute? Stop! My D&D character, his name was Zephos, and although I do want to talk to you guys about his background and his story and stuff, I figured that I should probably save that for you know, learning about it during the campaign. So I won't talk about my backstory too much, but I'll talk about it just enough so that you guys understand why he acts the way he acts, right? All right, thank you. I bet the farm on your rolls last night. Sorry, Altair. Hey, Siri. Okay. Roll a d20. Roll a d20. Watch out for your farm. Let's see. This is taking a long time. And roll! Go! I will not, I'm screenshotting right now. I'm tweeting this on stream right now. I got a 1. I'm so sorry. I'm not kidding you. Okay, I have to do it from a different phone. This is my old phone. Okay, I switched it over. My face is gonna pause for a second. Oh my god, I don't have Discord on this phone. Oh my gosh. It's okay. I'll be right back. You know what? I'll be right back. Let's see what happens if I just move this way. Okay, I'm at my computer. Let's see. I don't have my keyboard and mouse. I can control it from out there. I don't even need to go into this room. I'm not the smartest. Okay, where is it? Discord. go to my Twitter, twitter.com/Regis Altare if you guys want to follow me. You can't make it up. I rolled a d20 on stream to prove that I have good luck, and let's crop it a little bit. Crop media. Zoom. Let's do a box. There you go. Save, and there you go. That's unfortunate. I just hope you guys know that I'm not lying about that. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, RNA. I failed you. I'm so sorry I failed you. Your farms. Okay, let's talk about D&D. So hair's in the way. High elves live to be about 500 years old in this world of D&D that Crimson Ruse has made, right? I won't go too much into my backstory, but just know that he was rescued from a life. He was rescued when he was a child, which is why he has a soft spot for children. He may not trust other races outside of elves because the elvish population has been so isolated in their own forest, right? He's one of the first elves that left the forest, and I'm not giving you everything. This is a very, very general thing to say. He's one of the first elves that left the forest to see if the world is ready, to see if the elves are ready to go back out into the world. I think that's good enough for you guys to know and to understand why Zephos acted the way he acted when he found himself with strangers in this random dungeon. No memories about anything, nothing. He's not quite 500. I would say that he's about maybe 210, season 3. But yes, at first he was very apprehensive of, I'll just go from the beginning. He has a superiority complex, I do apologize. Lyko Liana from V4Mirai, welcome on in! Hello Raiders! My name is Regis Altare of HoloSTARS English, leader of the Tempus Guild and Hero Slime. And today we're talking about we're talking about a couple things. We're talking about the HoloMarches D&D session that happened last night. We're going to be talking about the Amazing Digital Circus, episodes 2 and 3 today. And then we're talking about something else that I completely forgot. I'm sure that my wonderful slimes are going to be reminding me of. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Oops. I'm talking to all of you. Mouthwashing, that's what it was. Mouthwashing. Absolutely correct. But is it Lyko or is it Liko? Lyko? If you guys would like to go check out Lyko Liana's channel, please go check it out. Thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. Consider giving them a try. Check out their content. Check out their YouTube. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Okay? Lyko, let's go. How do you say my name, huh? How do you say my name? Regis. Nah, not this direction. Let's go this way. Thank you for the raid. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream. I do quite enjoy doing VR. I like doing 30 chatting streams in my motion capture studio. I do enjoy doing FPS, roguelites, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, consider sticking around, okay? But let's get back into it. Pay her back by calling her Lico. Thank you, Lico. Lico, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's how the D&D session started. We started inside of a dungeon. Kind of like the dungeon that I have around me. You know, specially prepared for the stream. Then there was a door and a wall. You know, I believe it was Shinri's character. Karen. I'm pretty sure it's Charon, but we all say Karen. Karen found a crack in the wall, and then he was called back to the wall, no matter how much he wanted to leave. Then when he went to the door, the stone door, he saw 3 humans surrounding an elf with a blue necklace that refracts light in the room. Now those characters were us. I was an elf, Zephos. Now, we all woke up. We see a child on the floor that we eventually learned that his name is Hani, an astrologer. It's not a big chamber. It was pretty perfectly domed, but it was way too clean of a construction to be like, oh, this is ruins, right? When I woke up, when Zephos woke up, obviously he's an elf who came from a secluded society. So naturally, he wouldn't really trust anybody that he meets without getting to know them first, right? I believe that's a proper way to do it. That way it ensures his survival, right? But then, even Hani, the child, which he should have more, how do I say it, more leniency with, he didn't really trust the child either. And maybe it was because he was human. Who knows? Let's see what else happened. So he decided just to ignore them, ignore the talking that, God, what is that brother did, Axel's character did, and just kept on looking around. Eventually, you know, they get through and everything. They meet a spirit of an elf that appears in a fountain and says, oh, you're trapped in this realm. In order to escape, you need to destroy whatever monster there is, human thingy. And you need to destroy him, and that's the only way out of here. But we saw Draymond, brother than Draymond, gotcha. Sorry, I'm not very good with names. Lico. We kind of didn't really trust the elf, because insight checks, right? We saw that she was kind of hesitating and then kind of being a little weird about it. So, obviously, you know, we went ahead with our task. We went around, we saw a lot of golems that had crossbows. We beat them. Axel did some questionable stuff to their buttocks. Yeah. And their male parts. Some of them didn't have male parts. But I think during that fight, Zephos looked over at the child, which he was subconsciously guarding, and kind of saw the child shivering in fear. And since he wasn't sure if he could trust him or not, I think it was at that moment where he thought to himself, this child needs my help, right? This child needs my help. So at that moment, Zephos felt some kind of urge to just protect the child, as if he was protected as a child in his past when he was younger. So that kind of explains why Zephos was so protective of honey, regardless if it was human or whatever, right? Regardless. Let's see. Then he became protective of the child since he's a child. And since children kind of have they're born with purity, right? As they grow up, they may corrupt. They may grow up to be bad people. But he thought to himself, children of any kind, it's just pure. It's just pure. No matter if he's a human or not. So he decided he would defend that child with his life. Then the group moved on to a foresty area with, I think, is a lesson. I think a lesson. Candy, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. Hi, Candy. Thank you so much for the gifted. Appreciate it. That's one new friend to the Culture Club. Welcome on in. Axel's character got one shot by that lesson. I was kind of terrified. Axel has what? 9 HP? 8 HP? Zephos only has 7 HP. So it was not looking good for that fight. So I was kind of glad, Zephos was kind of glad that Karen decided to do a little bit more investigation and check that table that was laid out with chairs, tea, some snacks. He even spoke to the trees. And boy, was he glad that he could solve this without killing. He could kill it. A tree party. You like that one, huh? You like that one? It's a good one. He was glad that he wouldn't have to do that because he wasn't sure how many people would survive. So, once they finished the tree party, they found this random unmarked grave, or marked grave. Axel almost desecrated it. We had to stop him. And we finally make it to this area where we find the target of who we're going for. This tall, lanky, long hair, gaunt, skinny face. It was intimidating. But one thing that he noticed was he didn't attack us. He didn't attack the party immediately, which was something to think about, right? Normally when you're told to kill something, they're dangerous. They can kill super fast. Wow. Zephos had to make a very, very large leap in trust at that moment. Innately, he doesn't like humans. He doesn't trust them. But when he thought to himself why he left the forest, he wanted to see if there was hope left so that the elves could come back out. The amulet that was so desired by the enemy. That was Zephos' only way to attack. He had no other magical items to channel his power. Fireball ta! Right? Is he LARPing AI Altare? No, I'm not AI. What do you mean? Would AI do this? I thought not. I thought not. Hello, Not Why. Welcome on in. It was a very, very large leap in trust. But boy, is he glad he did it. At the end of the session, as he gives the amulet to the man, he had a feeling of dread as the man did not talk a single bit. But as the man grasped that amulet in his hands and broke it and shattered it, the group finds out that they are free. Maybe. free from the curse of the never-ending trap in that dungeon. And I think that's where session 1 ends for my character in HoloMarches. And I hope that, I know a lot of people may have thought that Zephos was very harsh with everybody. He was racist, he was mean to things, he was overly eager to kill and stuff. But I hope now that you guys understand where he came from, what he thinks, I hope that it's a little bit more deeper than just a simple, he's an ass, right? It's not really racism, it's more like distrust. It's more of distrust. But at the end there, you know, right? Zephos still didn't trust Draymond, Axel's character, considering all the horrible things he did to Hani. It doesn't help that Axel was human. But the tiefling, Shinri's character, he started to grow a little bit of respect for, regardless of how neutral Charon was. He started to have a little bit of appreciation for him. He knew that he would be a steadfast member of that party, so he started to trust a little bit. But for now, he doesn't trust that. He doesn't trust Draymond. He does not trust Draymond whatsoever. Edie, nice new profile picture. Nice. Whoa, that's scary. Not gonna lie, I like the one good roll that you got was to punch Draymond. Yeah, I didn't really roll very well. And to be honest, I'm sure that you guys saw that at the beginning of the stream when I just rolled a natural 1. Let me get some water. Okay. I'm just kind of hoping that I'll roll a little bit better next session. But all in all, I had a lot of fun. I was a little bit unsure as to how I should roleplay Zephos. I was unsure even when we started. But now that I've roleplayed him a little bit, now that I've had a nice solid foundation of how he's going to act towards others, you know, granted, he still does have a superiority complex. But that's just the way that he grew up, right? I'm really excited for HoloMarches. You could definitely tell that Ruse put a lot of effort into the world building. And you saw how he described everything that was happening. His diction, the adjectives and words that he uses to describe what the world, what the room looks like, what people are feeling, what kind of tension that's palpable in the air. It really gets you immersed. And I can only commend Bruce for that. I can only applaud him. So great job, Bruce. I'm very excited for the continuing sessions of HoloMarches. He worked really hard, didn't he? Right. I like character development, yeah. I don't know how many sessions we're gonna have, so I'm glad that we were able to get at least one small change. And I hope that it's more understandable to you guys why he acted the way he did. So, other than that, now that I've explained everything that happened on my side, I'm kind of curious as to what you guys thought. Whether that's characters, whether that's the plot that happened, whether that's maybe how we acted on stream. Who knows? He collaborated with his community to build the world. He's been doing a lot of membership streams with that, right? I floated the idea after Vesper left of hosting my own D&D session, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because I don't think I would have done it nearly as well. Not anywhere near as well as Ruse did. So I'm glad that HoloStars as a whole, we can all make up for each other's weaknesses. We're all very, very good at some things. We may not be very good at other things, but we all cover each other's weaknesses, right? I loved Karen and Zephyr so much, and Ruse was so happy with how you all RP'd and got into it. That's good. That's good. I feel as though the past couple of one-shots that I completed, the past couple of campaigns that never got past the first couple of sessions, I was always a murder hobo. I never really got super immersed into why a character says this. What's their motive for doing this? And Bruce did a very good job with that, so that's good. That's very, very good. Every single NPC name and location named is named after a Crusader. Honey, I am so sorry. If you're real, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hello, Regis, hello! Welcome to my chatting stream. Mana? What room is this? It's a pretty large dungeon, to be honest. The throne's all the way back there, but when I tried to go run all the way back there, it was a little bit large. Not quite my size, and to be honest, I'm not really much of a big throne person anyways, you know? Sure, I might have had a throne in my 3D stream. Sure, I might have had a throne, whatever. I don't need a big throne. Just give me a nice slime beanbag or something. Somebody already died to Ruse's narrative last session, so don't feel too bad. Whoosh. 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 When will you cosplay as Himmel? I actually did, for Halloween. I dressed as Himmel. Our short kid. I'm gonna scroll up. The nerdling. Okay. If we can talk about how funny Shinri is. I don't know what Shinri did last night, but his deadpan humor, his just straight up bluntness, so good. So good. He's funny. He's funny. I liked it. I liked it. I wish I was as funny as that sometimes, but I don't think I was going for funny with my character, so that's good. I'm glad that we have that. I'm glad that we have that variety in characters, right? Axel, incredibly funny. His character was completely unhinged, but I feel like every single party needs something like that. What's that? No. Zephos has long ears to me. That's racist. That's racist. It's racist. See you later. Take care. We need lots of types to stir up the situation, right? I think I went into that whole session. I was kind of hoping that Octavio could make it. It's really unfortunate that he wasn't able to, but you know, he had his own thing and it's very understandable. So maybe next time I would love to him join. But one thing I really wanted to do with this particular group is it doesn't make sense for characters of different backgrounds, of different races, of different languages, of different upbringings, of different morals, sorry. It doesn't make sense to immediately be buddy-buddy, right? as much as I'd like to think that the world is like that, it's not. And I think it'll only be arrogant to think that the world could be like that, as much as we wish. As much as we wish. And to be honest, I think having a crew that doesn't get along, but for that also reason, debates and comes up with a solution that isn't just, hey, let's do this, okay. I think that's very good. I think that is very healthy for a group. And how many times do you see a D&D group that doesn't get along, right? Most people are friends. I think that was a nice little dynamic that we added, and I like that. I like that. Most people are wary and cautious of people in general. True. True. Like, for example, when Beto and Flayon said I was crazy for talking to people, maybe I am. Maybe I am crazy for just striking up a conversation with this one employee from this fast food restaurant that we were going to. Maybe I am crazy for talking to a police officer in the middle of a park, asking them why there's so much activity in this certain area. Maybe that's crazy, but in an ideal world, that shouldn't be crazy. In an ideal world, you should be able to come up to people and just strike up a nice, friendly conversation. Because who knows? Maybe that small little connection that you have with that person, maybe that small little conversation either ignites a spark in their brain that leads them to do something else, or it just makes their day. You just interview cops? Not really. I just had to question. You know, I was just like, hey, you know, I just saw a SWAT team over there. You know, what's that about? They're like, I don't know. Right. I'd like to be the change that I want to see in the world, no matter how small that impact is. And sure, I might suffer for it because I am an introvert at the end of the day. I am an INFP at the end of the day. And quite honestly, my entire family is. My brother, my sister, my dad, my mom, me, we're all introverts. We all took the MBTI test. We're all introverts. But for me, it's more like a battery that just depletes quickly and quickly. And I just need to recharge for days after. It's like a 1-to-3 ratio. 1 day of activity, 3 days of rest. I can't do that. But it wasn't always like that, so kinda had to force myself to do that. What's up, leader? Hello, John! Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think you're in the zone because you had your friends. True. I think having your friends does inspire a bit of confidence when it comes to that kind of thing. Because who knows, maybe if the cops wanted to beat me up, I mean, I'd have Beto and Flayon and, well, Flayon would have my back. Beto would also have my back, but he'd be cheering from the side. I'm joking. Besides, who knows? Maybe I learned something new, right? You just have to run fast. You know, I was fast. I was part of the track team when I was in high school. I didn't do too well, of course, considering I never trained for track. I just simply did it because I didn't want to do soccer. I ran the 100 meter and the 200 meter. I think for the 100 meter, I think my fastest time, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I think it was around 12.3, 12.4. It's been a couple years, so I don't remember. But I did the 200 meter as well. So I was a sprinter for that. I think I can outrun anybody in HOLOSTARS. Even JP. Did you vomit? Nope. The only time I vomited was we had tryouts, and one of the tryouts things was a mile run. I'm not very good at distance running, even if it's just a mile. I think I ended up getting 5 minutes something. I got 5 minutes something. 5 minutes 30? 5 minutes 45? I don't remember. But during that run for the tryouts, I actually started having a really bad nosebleed, and it was like dripping down my face. But then I just kept on running because I didn't want that to stop me, no matter how dangerous that would be for your health. At the end of the day, I made the team. The coach at the end of the tryouts gave me a huge shout out, being like, "Hey, I know it was kind of dangerous for you to be running with a nosebleed, but at the same time, that's the dedication we need in this team." So, at the end of the day, it worked out, right? It worked out. Here's the moral of the story. If you're ever bleeding from your nose and you're trying so hard to push forward, keep bleeding from your nose. Maybe that's a very niche lesson to take out of this, but Sylvia, thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships to the Culture Club. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys got gifted a membership, make sure to say thank you to Sylvia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Doc Altare. Of course, of course. Axel may say he's a doctor, but I... Yep. You pulled a Pikachu EX, I'm so jealous! I'm gonna pull my card now. Oh, I'm using my phone. You're lucky this time. You're lucky this time. My phone's right here. I can't use it. Although, if I use 2 accounts and 2 phones, I have my old phone, I have my current phone, and I have my work phone. I could pull 6 packs at once. Every single day. Who plays Pokemon TCG Pocket? Raise of hands. I do. I talked to my friends Junk and Pom about it. I talked to Michi from Vishojo. I talked to Kuro. I talked to Axel about it. I do. If I may, I think it's a very, very good way to get into Pokemon cards without paying any money. Sure, you might not be able to open many packs, but there still is a trial, you know, right? And you get a free pack every single day. Plus, not only did they make it easier to collect for people who maybe don't have the money to spend on that, but also, they made the actual TCG game where you play against others, build your own decks. They made it so much more simpler. And I know for me specifically, and possibly for a lot of you, it's pretty intimidating to get into a card game because it's so complicated and people can win in this way, win in that way. It's easier. Sure, there's a lot of strats that are very difficult to do. There's a lot of cards that are busted, but at the end of the day, it's very casual. And I recommend it to anybody who kind of wants to get into trading cards. Hey, speaking of trading cards, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's 9 p.m. Japanese Standard Time, or 9 a.m. Japanese Standard Time Sunday. Friday night, Saturday morning, I'm doing a Pokemon TCG card opening. I'll be doing a hand cam stream where I open a bunch of Pokemon packs of the newest set of Scarlet Violet Surging Sparks, which has 3 cards I specifically want from it. I want the Pikachu, I want the other Pikachu, and I want the other Pikachu. Okay. I want the Pikachu, but I also want the Latios full art card. And I also want the Latias full art EX card. Those are beautiful. Latios and Latias are one of my favorite legendaries. They probably are my favorite legendaries. I just really liked the movie when I first watched it. Pokemon Heroes. And personally, I still do have my Latios Latias EX Tag Team card that I bought for $40 and now it's worth over $1,000. That's one of my favorite cards. So, I hope you guys can hang out with us on Friday and cheer us on, maybe open up cards yourself with us, and we can have a fun time Friday, okay? Especially when we can forget about a lot of craziness that's happening. So, you have that Latias card that's heart-shaped. Yep. They have their necks and they kind of go like... Except they make a heart and not like a dead fish, right? All right, let's move on to the next topic. It's been actually quite a lot longer than I thought, but that's fine. What do you guys want to talk about next? Do you guys want to talk about Amazing Digital Circus? Or do you guys want to talk about One Piece? We can talk about One Piece. Or do you guys want to talk about mouth washing? Wow, that was the last option, but you guys still said it first. Who's your favorite Digital Circus character? Gummy-goo. Gummy-goo. Gummy-goo's my favorite. But we can talk about that later. Let's talk about mouth washing. Oh, my head hurts. Let's talk about mouth washing. Yeah, I got another show of hands. Who has either watched a playthrough or played mouth washing themselves? Me. 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 I watched several playthroughs. Same. Dutch Shaman. Hey leader, I just want to say never trust stairs. They're always up. Why did you have to do this to us? Why? My fellow slimes, today we shall ban jokes. I can't do that. I make too many stupid jokes. I'll give you an applaud for that. I'll give you an applaud for that. In fact, I'll give you like a... I'll give you that, okay? You'd suffer the most from that ban? Nah, no, not at all, no. No, I don't joke around, never, I don't joke around, what do you mean? Well, let's talk about mouth washing for a little bit. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Really appreciate it. Let's talk about mouth washing. At first, I assumed that mouth washing was going to be a game about, you know, jump scares and sorry, I'm just going to stand on this because I have ADHD. I thought mouth washing was going to be a game where it's just like a bunch of jump scares and chase scenes and all that kind of stereotypical horror stuff. Right? Can't believe I'm banned. You're not banned. Don't worry, Android. You're good. You're not a joke. Not a joke to me. So I was pleasantly surprised when after the beginning, where, you know, Curly was in that whole, no, not Curly. That's a whole conversation. When, what was his name? Jimmy! Hi, Jimmy's mom. Jimmy! When Jimmy crashed the ship and was getting haunted by all those horses and Pony Express stuff, that was the most terrifying part of the series, I would say. The most terrifying part of the game. And quite honestly, I was so scared that I just wanted to quit right there. But I'm glad they didn't continue doing that, because that was rough. I hate small corridors. I get claustrophobic. I accidentally locked myself into my backyard shed when out with my dad, and I didn't have a phone or anything at that time because I was too young and I was too short to reach the top latch to unlock myself. So then after calling out for my parents and stuff and they didn't hear me, I just ended up kicking down the door because I was too scared and I was panicking a lot. Yeah, so I'm claustrophobic. I did not like that. But at first, I thought it was Curly who did it, you know? Why else would the captain, well, why else would anybody else be in the cockpit, right? That's what a captain does. That happened this year. Bruh. But that's the beauty of the game. I saw some comments on Twitter talking about my playthrough, and there was one comment that kind of irked me a little bit, because somebody said that I was relating to Daisuke for being a lovable, you know, himbo. No, that's not at all why I felt like I related to Daisuke. That's not at all why I related to him. It's almost as if they didn't even watch the stream that I streamed, right? And that's just misinformation. I hate that. But for me, the reason why I ended up crying and getting so emotional with the game was because I found a small piece of myself in each character, right? For example, Daisuke, at that moment when he said that he's not good at anything, he doesn't really know what he wants to do. And he was kind of forced down into a certain path because he didn't have a direction with what he did. I think that's what really hit me the most, because it's just feelings of inadequacy, feelings of just not believing in yourself. And that really hits home, you know? No matter how successful you are, no matter what anybody thinks of how you do things, what you're doing things, and the results of it, there's always that small little voice that speaks in your head that says, you can't do this. Why are you trying? You failed last time. You failed multiple times. You still have not succeeded. Why are you even trying? And that's what I really resonated with Daisuke. There's been a lot of times in my career here where a lot of things didn't go my way. A lot of things that may have been in my control or outside of my control. I won't blame anybody. I'll blame myself sometimes, but isn't that a telling sign? You're gonna fail. You're gonna start by not being good at something. But guess what? If you keep going, if you keep trying, those failures will teach you something so that you learn and grow, so you get better. And I think that's what I really found myself resonating with Daisuke. Just the feeling of inadequacy, the feeling that you aren't something when you really are. And that leads to a quote in the Amazing Digital Circus episode 3, but we can talk about that later. we can talk about that later. Let's see. What was the girl's name again? What's the girl's name again? I'm Anya, right? Anya. I made a joke about. Maybe I shouldn't have made that joke, but Anya in particular, she was someone who failed medical school, right? Or failed to get into medical school, but then she ended up being the medic on the ship. She ended up being just too timid and being too much of a pushover, while also being quite absent-minded about some things. Being too emotional and too... what's that word? Too empathetic with everything. It's almost as if it's a imposter syndrome, right? And I know a lot of people are just too timid to speak out when horrible things happen to them. When life, when society fails them. When they're not given a fair shot. And although I haven't particularly experienced, the themes that she has experienced in that game, forgive me for being a little bit silly here, but I consider myself an empath. No, I like to think about people's feelings. And it just breaks my heart that there's just horrible people out there that would do such a thing. Right? It just makes me hate the world even more. Despite there being so many good things in it. I just felt bad. I felt horrible. I felt like I failed Anya. Even though I didn't even know her, right? I feel like my contribution to society has failed in making it a better place for them. And that broke my heart. It broke my heart. So although I didn't necessarily experience what she experienced, sometimes you can really feel what someone else is feeling and understand where they're coming from. And I just hope that people speak up about it. I just hope that people do more, I hope people aren't afraid to make it a better and safer world for people. I think that's what I got out of it. Maybe it's not the exact definition. Maybe it's not the exact message that we wanted to get out of it. But that's what I got out of it. And that's the beauty of having multiple playthroughs. People experiencing things differently. With people thinking about things differently. With people sometimes not even understanding what happens. And I feel like that's pretty telling. But that just means that that you've understood that the world is not perfect. So, oh shoot, I'm blanking on the name. The guy who drinks. I'm bad at names. Swansea City. Soccer team. Swansea. Thank you. Sorry, I'm horrible at names. Swansea. I think the part that I really most resonated with him. Toxic male masculinity. Men are expected in society to provide for everything, to sacrifice a lot for others, for their family. And that in turn makes it so that they have to be tough. They have to look tough to outsiders who look in. They can't look weak. They can't show that weakness. But at the end, right? all they want to do is protect the people that are close to them. They want to take care of the people close to them. They want to make sure that the people that are next to them live a good life that they deserve, a better life than what they lived. And I think of my dad whenever I think about Swansea. I'm not gonna cry. My dad, I don't know if you guys, if I've talked about this much, but my dad does support me here at HoloLive Productions. He does know what I do. My parents know what I do. My brother and my sister know what I do. My brother has an Oshi in the company before I joined. But my dad works like 92 hours a week. He owns his own business. He built that business up by himself. But part of me wonders just how little he was able to speak about his own struggles. This year, I'm really pushing for him to, start retiring and take care of himself. I wish I can help a little bit with that, even though, they're in a better financial state than me because I'm young, right? But I think I was too old to really understand that before. I was too old, or I was older before I really truly understood his sacrifices that he made and the lack of support that he's really had. I really wonder how many, I don't want to cry. I really wonder how many days, how many nights, he feels hopeless, where he's just stuck where he's at. Where he has to be the man of the family, providing for the family. But he sacrificed his entire life and livelihood for it. I'm glad I got to spend a lot of my childhood with him. I'm glad that, we got to spend time playing soccer. He helped me out with so many projects. We spent a lot of time doing yard work, all that kind of stuff. He taught me how to work on cars, all that stuff. But that was all while he was working every single minute of his life just to give a better life for me. Just to make sure that I don't have to follow in his footsteps. And at the end with Daisuke and Swansea, where he said he shouldn't be here. This is not the place for him. Sure, at the beginning, it may have felt very harsh, very coarse, very mean. But at the end of the day, you realized his true feelings. He wanted to protect Daisuke. He didn't want Daisuke to go down the same path he did. He wanted better for him, almost as if Daisuke was a son to him. A useless ray of goddamn sunshine, exactly. That one really hit hard. So, make sure to... I'm gonna give my dad a call today. I'm gonna give my dad a call today, and I hope that you guys do as well. Even if it's not your dad, if it's another family member, if it's your mother, your brother, your friend, just give them a call, okay? I think that's what I got the most out of it, and that's why, man, that game destroyed me. That game absolutely destroyed me. And then finally, we have... Hold on, I got the name. Curly. Finally, we have Curly, the captain of the ship. Can I call your dad? My dad's pretty handsome. I'm just gonna say that right now. My dad's very handsome. He's got a very, Chad look to him. I think I got my jawline from him. With Curly, maybe I didn't fully understand the whole thing of covering up or ignoring problems to keep the good that they had, right? The crew was having happy times in the front. Perhaps there definitely were lots of horrible stuff happening in the background that he just turned a blind eye because what they had was so good that it wasn't worth breaking up over. And I don't really understand that. I don't really relate to the whole thing of covering up for someone else. Maybe I do. Not in horrible ways, though. But I think what I realized, what I felt more was the pressures of being a leader. The pressures of having to manage people and have them rely on you. It's harder than you think. There's so much more that goes into it. It's not just, hey, make sure you get this done. Hey, no, we're going on a good trip. Oh, let's turn right 30 degrees. No, it's not just that. It's about taking care of the people around you. It's about inspiring confidence, inspiring hope, inspiring trust when nobody else does. And we learn that firsthand as we play, as we assume the leadership role. He was a good leader. Curly was a great leader. Unfortunately, he made many mistakes. He made a big mistake. He made many big mistakes. But also that doesn't solely define who he is. And I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to make excuses for what he's done. I can't condone what he's done. I cannot condone his negligence in a lot of factors. But when you solely look at the leadership, when you solely focus on the pressures that come with that leadership, and then Jimmy realizing that in the future. Quite often, being a leader, and I don't want to say this to benefit myself, because the boys are doing great on their own. They don't need a leader. But being a leader is often more than just being the face, more than just being in charge. And I hope everybody understands that. Whether you're talking to your manager, sure, they may be a horrible person, but also know that their job isn't as easy as you think it is. Yeah. It's sad that what he meant as an act of kindness by telling the crew about the layoffs became a domino effect of it all. The thing is, he did the right choice. He gave that level of transparency and trust to the crew, which is what you should do in order to inspire trust in your crew. But unfortunately, when you have bad players who take that the wrong way, and then, the whole entire thing that happens with mouthwashing, that's the problem. So I don't think that's really his fault. I honestly would have done the same. I would have told them, maybe not a week later, but I would have told them immediately. Give them more time to process it. Give them more time to plan out what they're doing in the future. There was a story that I saw in the past where this government contracting company, right? A small group of workers and their boss. Suddenly they lost their government contract. No more money. They had to lay people off. But instead of just laying people off and saying, hey, just go home, you don't have a job anymore. Instead, what that boss did was he sat down with each and every one of his employees. And he helped them build their resume. He helped them write their cover letters. He helped them transition to a new job. And that's what a leader should do. And I'm sure that Curly would have done the same if Jimmy didn't attack him like that, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, not everybody's perfect. They have their glaringly obvious flaws. They might have their very hidden flaws. For example, trusting Jimmy too much because he's a friend. Don't turn a blind eye. Say something. That's what I want my friends to do. I've told the boys many times. I've told my close friends many times. I've told them, if I change for the worse, please call me out for that. You should have someone next to you to call you out. You should have someone next to you to set you right back onto the right track. Because at the end of the day, the people that you hang around with, the people that you surround yourself with, that defines who you are. Or at least gives a very, very good signification of, or whatever that word is. It signifies who you are as a person. If you hang out with a bad crowd, you're probably a bad person. Right? Am I in the Nether? Nope. I'm in a dungeon! Isn't it cool? Look, you can go over there. Look, you can also go over there. But you can also go over here. And over here. And over here. Man, I like mouthwashing. I really like that game. So if you guys wanted to check out mouthwashing, I highly suggest that if you want everything to be explained to you, I would watch Shinry's stream. He's very good at small little details. He's very good at explaining and really deep diving into the lore. But if you want some, awesome voice acting and some pretty emotional voice acting, and if you want to see a cute boy cry, I guess you guys can watch mine as well. On my channel, I cried, like, how many times did I cry? It's good to cry sometimes. It's good to cry sometimes. It's okay to cry sometimes. Yours and Shinry's are my favorites. Aw. I appreciate it. I liked Haka's playthrough as well. Oh, I gotta watch Haka's as well. I think it's just a very special game. And whenever I suggest games to other people, I try to think about what they can get out of it. So I think for 2024, I feel like the game that I would suggest to people to play is mouthwashing. Haka! I can't do a flip, but I didn't stretch before that. That hurt. Papa. What's up, Haka? Hi, Haka. You're over there. You're over there. You're over here. You're over there. Hi, Haka. Love you, bro. I hope you enjoyed mouthwashing. That's what we're talking about right now. Oh, my head hurts. Isa. It was a really good game. And I think that would be the game that I would recommend for 2024. I'm not sure when it came out. Did it come out early? Mid 2024? When did that come out? Head wash and... are you washing? Oh, my Amazon package didn't come in. I stole some Samuel. Toothbrushing is next. Mouthwashing, toothbrushing, flossing. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Have you finished Inscription? Nope. I played Inscription a while ago. And I finished the part where it's like the, you know, the wolf and everything, that first card game part. But then once it became more digital and stuff, I didn't really enjoy that part. So I actually stopped playing it. And I'm sorry, but that's just, I don't know. I recognize it's a very, very good game. Just, you know, my brain, I need, you know? What time? Haka, what time? What time are you streaming at? What time? Have you ever thought about learning any dances with 3D gear? That, I wanted to take dance classes. I was very, very close to signing up for them. I was gonna learn some hip hop dancing, but the classes around me started about a month ago. So I was too late. In like 30 minutes! I'll read into that. I got you, homie. I got you. I really want to get into dancing. I think it's just so expensive. You know? That and singing lessons, it's just so expensive. Right now, I'm working on an original song, and that's expensive. And then the music video is going to be expensive. And then this whole entire studio that I built. Tens of thousands of dollars that I saved up over 2.5 years. I don't think I have that money right now. And I'm not putting that on you guys. You guys helped incredibly, and I cannot thank you enough. Please do not take this as a thing to say, you know, I want more money. No. I want you to know that the money that you did support me with, either through watching, ads, donating, super chats, memberships, rememberships, merchandise, over the course of 2.5 years, look where we've come. Granted, it's not exactly the progress that I personally wanted, but when I stand here in the middle of my studio and I think to myself, how far did I really get? That's a lot of cameras. That's a lot of equipment that we all raised together. And you saw me, Beto, Flayon. We were all able to use it. Maybe not exactly perfectly, but that's because of user error. That's my fault. We're all able to use it for those kind of activities, and I'm sure you loved it because we still talk about it. We still reminisce from a couple months ago when we all got to hang out, sing together. Because to be honest, that was one of the highlights of my year. Sure, we did 3D, but those are the type of streams I really like. So, thank you. If I may. Isa, maybe that's not the correct way, hold on. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting my dream. Thank you for helping us reach more people around the world and share happiness when it feels like the world doesn't want that. When it feels like the world just wants to do everything to destroy that. That's what we can do. That is our power. We may not be able to fly. We may not be able to destroy buildings in one shot. We may not be able to beat One Punch Man. But we can at least make people smile. And that's a very, very powerful thing indeed. So thank you. And now after gritty. Gosh. Don't make me gritty, please. Will, thank you for the 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. Years. 2. Oh, wait. 2 years. Appreciate it. This tile, it was made for you. Oi! Blank! Thank you, Blank. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you. Isa. I didn't bring a slime with me. I'm sorry. I didn't sleep. Susan, thank you so much. I've seen you grow. Be proud of yourself too. Oi! Leonin! For the game recommendation and making me cry. Wait, you're rewarding me for making you cry? We're supposed to be making people happy! Water. I need water. I need water. I need water. Why are you so good at that? Nobody tell them about the 3D. Just for you. Just leave it over there, thank you. That was awkward. Well, that was awkward. That was so awkward. That was so awkward. That was so awkward. I'm in my full motion capture getup. It's just a blue suit, or sorry, a black suit with a bunch of reflective dots all over me, and then I have like a helmet with my phone in front of me, and oh, it's so awkward. Ah, it's so awkward. On the plus side, unboxing with Regis Altare. See what we got here. Oh my gosh. Yes, a fun game. Yes. Yes. So my PS5 controller has been broken. It's been having really, really bad stick drift. I've tried fixing it so much. I took it apart. I cleaned the insides. I tried all sorts of things. I tried updating the firmware and everything. It didn't work. And honestly, it lasted me a good 4 years. It lasted me a good 4 years. And I was having a horrible time in Monster Hunter. But now, with this new light blue PS5 controller, nice and light blue, it's DualSense light blue. Well, time to grind some Monster Hunter. I've been grinding a lot last night. I was in voice chat with Saruman. He was like, how are you playing Monster Hunter with that? Because he saw my character, right? He saw my character. I was like, vyong, 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 vyong. So bad. It was so bad. But next week, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, we're gonna beat Alatreon. We're gonna beat it with this new thing. I'm joking. With this newfangled device, we are gonna be defeating the ultimate fire ice dragon, Alatreon. Let's put this to the side. We shall. Hey look, you guys wanted that too. Will you invite King Regis to help you again? Nah, he wanted to cut my hair, I didn't like that. Daishimizu, welcome to the cult. Appreciate it, welcome on in. Welcome to the Culture Club. 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 Welcome to the Culture Club. President Corey. Oh, I like your hair. It's blue. Thank you. Don't be afraid to say something in that, you know? Even if it's just like a blue heart, or if it's a joke, or if it's like I prefer jokes, to be honest. Or if you want to rizz me up, that's fair too. You know, world's your oyster. And I am your blue pearl. That was cringe. As always, thank you for being. Hey, yo, he hit the gritty! Thank you, Arne. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure to spend on yourselves too, okay? Mini Puffin, thank you! Culture Club, what? I'm so glad I can't read in caps. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just rapid fire them real quick. And maybe we can even get to the amazing digital circus. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit. Although my phone is about to... Second. I hope this works. We're good. Maybe adjust that. We're good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Phone batteries just dry up so much. Moonlight Butterfly. Thank you so much for the 25 months. Thank you. Welcome back, Moonlight. Man, what a beautiful name. What a beautiful name. Nayo, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lampu. Look at that. Simple blue heart. How kind of. How kind. Leon's big titties, hello! HTTQW, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 25. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry. 미안해. 미안해. Yeah, only there. 나도 그래 그대 너였던 나는 너는 빵빵 괜찮아 미안해줘 나나나나나나나나나나나 미안해 Sorry Yukina, welcome back for the 25 months, thank you! Welcome back, Yukina. I'm glad you can make it. Pat Tucky, welcome back for the 4 months. What a chat. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Glad you're giving me a try. Thank you. Appreciate it. Daishimizu, welcome back to the culture call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. Shorty, baju, baby. Hi, Regis. Hello. Let's see. Evie, get loved, nerdling. Hey! Bruh. Lightning Sky, thank you for the 10. Bong. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. 10 recruitments to the Culture Club. Thank you so much. If you guys got gifted membership, of course, make sure to say thank you. Monstro. I love saying your name. Thank you so much for the super. Very kind of you. Morning Dew, thank you. Thank you. Doodles, thank you for the Akasu. What are you doing, E? I don't even know if I did that correctly on screen. Hold on. Where? This is drawn this way. Okay, S. Thank you so much for the Akasuta. Very kind of you. Thank you. We're here supporting you forever, ever, and not because we're part of a cult or any... Ninji, thank you. Leomint for the game recommendation to make me cry. Thank you. Jessica, thank you. Blank, thank you. Appreciate it, everyone. Jelly Beans, we always love supporting you and the boys. Oh, and we'll do our best too. Thank you so... Oh no, hold on. Jelly? Oh no. Thank you for the knockout super chat. And Kismet. I don't think I did it for you either. Give me 1 second. A dumb spider, thank you for Zephos, #1 Slurmans. Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, bruh. Bruh, bruh. Bruh, bruh. Bruh, bruh. Bruh. Hey, I got my I have my my hotkeys down, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gosh. Okay, one more. We have to write out Kismet. Oh gosh. Oh. You know what? No, I gave you gritties. I gave you a gritty. No. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Kismet. Thank you. Alrighty. Before we end, I do want to talk a little bit about the Amazing Digital Circus, if you guys haven't watched that already. If you haven't, if you have, I quite honestly highly recommend it. I don't think it's a show where it's like, how much thank you. You're the best Oshi hugs. No. No running away. I like hugs. I really like hugs. After episode 3, Kinger is my favorite. Yes. I can't say that the Amazing Digital Circus is for everyone. I know some people that may have fallen asleep during it. I know some people who really enjoyed it. But I think when it's just a fun show. It's a fun show with a lot of deep elements. And that comes with the whole craziness of the show as well, right? First of all, ever since the pilot episode, they've really upped the graphics. They upped the effects. They did a really good job with the animations, and the voice acting was stellar, of course, right? I took up a couple of notes that I would like to speak about briefly before we end, mostly because I don't really want to spoil anything or anything of the plot. Unfortunately, some things may be spoiled, so I do apologize if anybody gets spoiled for that. I think it'll only make you want to watch it even more, so take that as a grain of salt. Here are the notes that I would like to say. Number 1, I love gummy goo. I want gummy goo. I want to eat gummy goo. I would like to consume gummy goo, but I also want my gummy goo to be... Yeah. I quite like that fellow. I want a gummy goo plushie, me too. I kind of want to buy one, to be honest. Maybe next time I'll get myself a present or something. Next time present time comes around. I quite like the voice acting for Kane. Kane, the guy who's just a jaw with eyes in the middle. The main antagonist, the owner of, or I guess the manager of the Amazing Digital Circus. My waifu, thank you for my favorite leader. Thank you, my waifu. I know you trick me every single day to say your name, my waifu. But listen, aren't I married to my slimes? Thank you so much, my waifu. Thank you. with Kane, mouth guy, one thing that I really noticed that isn't spoiling for the plot or anything is that I was thinking about his voice acting, right? I was thinking about how he could do it, and I realized it seems very similar to how whoever voice actor does Rick nowadays in Rick and Morty. I don't care about the whatever controversy, who cares? We're not talking about that. That kind of voice acting where a lot of it's improv and then they animate over the improv. I don't know specifically if that's how they animated the show, but it almost seems to me that he's given a direction with what he's supposed to say, but then he just kind of improvs it, you know? He just kind of wings it, but it works because it makes sense just how jumbled up his brain is, just how unserious he is. I really like that. I like the voice acting. I would like to see more of that voice acting. I think it's a very fun way of voice acting, and I kind of wish more shows and more games and stuff do more improv voice acting, because I think that's where the emotion really comes from. I feel like that's where the character really comes from. Like in the Joker, I think that's a very good example of improv. Maybe it's not improv voice acting, but when he's walking away, you know, walking away from the hospital, explosion's supposed to happen. That was improv. And how in character is that for the Joker? You know? Yeah, rest in peace, my man. But that wasn't planned. I know it's common knowledge now, but improv just often brings out the best. Robin Williams with the genie, I'm pretty sure was very improv. And what kind of soul was given to the genie there? People loved it. It's a defining character in a lot of people's childhoods. And that's the power of improv. I wish I took improv in high school. I wish. Other notes. Ooh, can we talk about music for a little bit? Can we talk about music? Hi, leader. I just recently graduated from uni, and boy, time flies because y'all debuted when I was in my second year. Y'all kept me inspired, especially through art. Thanks for existing. Much love. Aw. Hey, first of all, the biggest of congratulations to you. You did it. I am incredibly proud of you. But just know that, you know, I say this a lot, but just know that despite the boys, and whoever you're watching, honestly, whoever occupied your time and helped you through, it was help. But just know that you're the one who did it. You're the one who did that hard work. You're the one who persevered through who knows how many courses of just, I don't like school. But give yourself a pat on the back, okay? You did it. And you should be proud of yourself, okay? This is a new door to life that you're opening up. Do not be scared. Quite often you'll figure out that a lot of adults and people don't know what they're doing. A lot of times we're just improving, we're just stumbling through life the way that we are. So don't be afraid of what might happen. Don't be afraid of failure, because that's life. And you're gonna have a fun time in life, okay? Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Everybody here is so proud of you. Amazing. Amazing. And of course, you know, Welcome back to the Culture Club. Welcome back. In an adult world, if it works, it works. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Super duper proud of you. Congratulations. Let's talk about music real quick. There were 2 moments that I really enjoyed the music. And it's, oops, my shoe's coming apart. Velcro's not really sticking. There's 2 parts of the Amazing Digital Circus that I really enjoyed. And I believe that they're both, no, one's in episode 2, one's in episode 3. Number 1, when Gummy Goo and Tommy, oops, not enough memory to open this page. No worries, I shall just refresh it. When Pomni and Gummy Goo were returning to the circus, I won't say anymore, there was epic classical music of great proportions with strings and percussion and really just swelling up, really signifying them escaping upwards, right? Sorry, not back to the circus, but back to the real world. Do you know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? It's something I play quite a lot. Cello. In that theme, there was a really prominent cello. I'm just so happy that whoever's in charge of the sound design of the music of the Amazing Digital Circus, they recognize the versatility and mellowness of a cello. And don't get me wrong, I love instruments. I love classical music in general, but it gives me bonus points when there's a cello in it that has such a lead part in that. But not only in episode 2, in episode 3, when they held Kafumo's funeral, there was also an amazing orchestra behind that. There was also an amazing cello that came out of that. I just want to ask, whenever you watch something that has music, whenever you see something that uses music to really accentuate a mood, please pay it a little bit of extra attention to it. Who knows what you'll see? Who knows what you'll hear? Maybe you'll find an instrument that you like. Maybe you'll fall in love with classical music a little bit more. A lot of people sleep on classical music, and it's truly a shame. It's truly a shame that some people may think that classical music is just for, the snooty elites, or it's for boring people. Anybody can enjoy classical music. Imagine 1500s, 1400s. You save up so much money to hear an orchestra of whoever composer that you really enjoyed. You save up your entire life to buy a ticket. You go there, you listen to it, and then for the rest of your life, you never hear it again. That's what classical music used to be. But nowadays, classical music is so accessible from everybody. You don't have to be super rich to enjoy it. You don't have to be going to classical music or orchestras or symphony bands or whatever. You don't have to sit down. We have the power of technology. Nowadays, you don't need to save up your entire life to get a ticket to listen to it. Sure, going to listen is a very different experience. But it doesn't mean that you can't limit yourself to enjoy it. So, I think that's what I really want to take out of that whole classical music stuff. I'm glad it's still going strong. Let's see, other things. Okay. I think I'll finish up this stream with a quote from Kinger, the chess piece. I know it sounds really, really silly. Let me finish off this stream with a nice quote to think about. And I hope that we ruminate over this a little bit. I hope that we look at the meaning of it and really introspect over our own life and experience. Here's the quote. I know how it can feel in this circus. Sometimes it all feels pointless. But it's not. Not when you have people who care about you. Good memories can do a lot. Hold on to them and cherish the people around you. You'll never know when they're gone. In this world, the worst thing that you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved. I'm not gonna lie, I was not in the best state mentally when I first started watching episode 2 and 3. In fact, I watched it on a whim. I didn't want to think about work. I didn't want to think about life. I didn't want to think about anything that was happening at that time. And I just decided, hey, what's a show that I haven't watched in a while? The Amazing Digital Circus. So on a whim, I watched it. And on episode 3, when I got hit with that quote, it really hit hard, you know? Not everything's forever. I've lost some good friends who have left. And how I wish we could go back to those days. How I wish we could go back to the days when we were just smiling, laughing. Sure, we may have had problems. Sure, we may have had issues that were plaguing us. But when I look back, those were good times. So cherish those times. But not only that, sometimes you may feel that you're not wanted. Sometimes you may feel like you're just being thrust into a corner to be forgotten. And you see others thriving. It's not okay. It's not normal. There are people who care about you. There are people who care about you and want to see you succeed. There are people who want to see you at the top of mountains, on giant billboards, or just smiling. Don't do that to other people. Do not make other people think that they're not wanted or loved, okay? Everybody's got their own place in this world. And you've got a very special place in this world too. So don't let anybody else tell you that, okay? And on that note, I think we'll be ending the stream. Thank you guys so much. Be kind to others. Cheer each other on. This world should not be a world where we root for people to fail. We should be rooting for people to succeed, even if it's not realistic that everybody can succeed. We should always root for people to succeed. We should always root for happiness. I know I'm not the smartest person. I know I'm not the most inspirational person. I know I'm not the most, loquacious of people. But those are my genuine thoughts, and I hope they help. I hope they help you. What's a good word for this? I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Because we're all trying. We're all trying. But other than that, Kita Kita Rose, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 5 recruitments to the Culture Club. Thank you, Pooh. If you guys got gifted memberships, of course, make sure to say thank you. And Farah Yui, thank you for the 1. Thank you for the 1 entire year in the Culture Club. Thank you for being you. I think one more thought. I'm a person that really likes usernames. I feel like it's a way to, because there's a lot of people named John. There's a lot of people named Altair, to be honest. There's a lot of people named whatever. But usernames really give us our own special identity in this digital world. So it's quite awesome that everybody here has something unique. Everybody here I can recognize. Isn't that crazy? Isn't this world awesome? Sometimes. It's amazing. Mika! Thank you for the Akasupa! Hold on. Oh no. Mika! Thank you for the Akasupa! What's it there? Your streams always make my day. Lump you. Lump you too. Thank you for always having my back. And that ruin is ruined. That mood is ruined. Dr. Wabi, thank you. True, there's only one Dawn Destroyer 1764. Alright. Bruh. 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 Thank you. And Panyan, thank you for the holy crap. Thank you for the 50 massive membership recruitment. Holy crap. That's insane. You guys have been so supportive. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I'm finally able to show you what we've been building together. This studio. I firmly believe that VTubing is going towards 3D again. And because of you, we've made that first step back towards it. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support today. Anya, thank you so much for the 50 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. That's amazing. You gave and spread culture and love to 50 more slimes. Thank you, serial kidnapper. Yeah. Thank you so much. And if you guys got gifted a membership, of course, make sure to say thank you, okay? Let's be polite, let's be kind. Bunny Hugger, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Altair. I needed to hear that. And honestly, remember that it's okay to ask for help. Becoming a Tempura and Armada is one of the best things that ever happened to me. What's it there? Honestly, you guys are making it good for everybody. We may just be here being silly anime boys. You know, we might just be doing stupid stuff. We might be, doing some weird grabbing during D&D. But at the end of the day, it's just to make people smile. And don't forget that you also make us smile. When things get hard, we often look at fan art. We often look at kind comments because it really shows that we're not alone. So thank you. Thank you. And Mimi, thank you for the 19 months. Nothing is certain, but maybe finding you was. I ardently hope for your happiness, through fire or rain, win or lose, red or blue. My dearest, cutest, tall enough Altair, I will always choose to love you. That was very sweet. That was very sweet. Nothing's certain in the world. So let's just have a grand time, okay? Let's just have a fun time. Let's just smile and bring smiles. Because at the end of the day, my frames are going away. Okay, we're back. At the end of the day, everybody can see a smile, right? Alright, you guys distracted me long enough. Alright. If it's daytime for you, have a wonderful rest of your day. Eat some good food. Take good care of yourself. Work hard. Maybe not too hard. And if it's nighttime for you, have a wonderful rest of your day. Night. Sweet dreams. Dream good dreams. Maybe dream me. And I we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually... Holy crap, tomorrow's Pokemon cards! Guys, tomorrow's Pokemon cards! Pokemon cards tomorrow! Oh, Pokemon cards tomorrow! Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or I will... Cha! I'll throw you out of Gyarados. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday. Or if it's 9 a.m. Japanese Standard Time, Saturday, okay? See you there. Schedules on my Twitter and on my YouTube. Yuka, thank you. Yeah. Sarang, hey. Oh, I didn't fix my tongue yet. Don't worry. San, arigato, thank you. Oyasumi. Good night, good night, good night. Oh, why can't I click on this? Just a wandering soul, thank you for the 20 months. Your words keep me going through tough times. I'm not the best chatter, but just want to know that I love you later. Listen, you don't have to talk on my stream. It's okay. I appreciate hellos. I appreciate goodbyes. I appreciate laughs at my unfunny jokes. But at the end of the day, you're still supporting me, so don't feel bad about that, okay? I appreciate you just as much. You're still supporting me in my dream, so thank you. Iris Nora, thank you for the 16 months. Today, thank you. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Burger, thank you for the 25 months at royalty. I hope everything goes well for you. Thank you for everything you've done, and thank you for staying with us all this time. Things are tough, but we're gonna stick to her. We're gonna survive, okay? We're gonna survive. All right. I'm gonna send you guys off to Haka's stream. I'm gonna send you guys off to Haka's stream, so have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your days or nights, and make sure to call your dad or your mom or someone. Okay? All right, everyone. I'm gonna redirect over to Haka. It's not showing. Hold on. Haka. Is that it? No, that's me. Haka. Inscription. Alright, everyone. See you guys later. Have fun. Isn't it crazy that I can just wave at you guys now? I can wave at you guys. Boom. Oops. Boom. 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 Bye, everyone. Catch you later. See you later. Bye-bye. Love you guys. See ya. Bye-bye. Wow.